What up, though? You already know how it goes. Smash, like, subscribe, comment. I don't care what you comment as long as you comment. Who we got here with us today, and where you from, my brother?
I'm from Brooklyn, New York. We're raised here in the great Detroit, Michigan.
Oh, you from Brooklyn?
Yeah, I was born there.
Oh, okay. Did you spend any time out there in Brooklyn?
I left when I was the age of 4, but later on in life, I went to stay with my father here and there.
Okay. Have you ever been back to Brooklyn as a teen or an adult?
Last time I was there was 18. When I came home, I turned 19.
Is it more fast paced there than here, or what? How's it there?
Oh man, it never sleeps. Very fast paced. I'm sorry.
Women look better, more diverse.
The attitude, the style, the culture is different. The way they act or whatever. To me, it's more pleasurable with the New York ladies. But I love my sisters here in the D, though, even though they look mean.
Fact, yeah, these Detroit women. I swear to God.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got quite an interesting situation with what you've been to. So I ain't gonna start off normal. So you went to prison for what?
I was alleged to have committed the crime of aggravated stalking.
And how long did you get for that?
As a habitual offender, they gave me 15 years to 25 years. I served 15 to 8 months.
Whoa, wait, for aggravated stalking?
Yeah, they hit me as a habitual.
Even if you're a habitual 15 years?
Yeah, they could have gave me life.
Wow.
Under the statute.
Y'all listen to that, man. That's scary. So, can you explain what aggravated stalking is?
Well, there are certain circumstances. The first one, a person can go out and get a non-domestic restraining order or domestic. It depends on the relationship with the individuals. If the order is served and you're given notice in court, or it could be issued ex parte without you notified by the person seeking it by a judge. And if you violate the order, it carries 1 to 5 years.
And who was the aggravated stalking against?
My ex-wife's sister, Enid Perry, a.k.a. Enid Reese.
Okay. So I hear some holes in your case a little bit. So you had somebody, when you filed the appeal, you had somebody that tried you in the case, looking at their own appeals. Explain that situation for me more detail.
Everything went okay. What happened was the order was issued ex parte without me being notified. I never received a copy of the order. They said that they served my brother David, who came to court, who said that he was served with the order.
Your brother? You said they served your brother?
My brother David.
But that's still not you, though.
I don't know. He told me he received some papers and he was going to give them to me, but I never received them.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was never notified of this order. December the 8th. At the time, I had just, gotten married to my ex-wife, Chalky Perry, and we had a daughter named China McCreary. I was in jail for like 2 years, and then I ended up coming home. She was born when I was in jail. When I came home, we got married. The family, the in-laws, her family didn't like me, so my ex-wife's sister went down there and told a judge named Kirsten Frank Kelly in Wayne County 3rd Circuit Court Family Division, quote, Carnell, 2 years ago today, bit my sister's ear. Now he's out. I'm afraid for my life and my children's life. The statute says that the person seeking the order has to allege 2 or more separate non-continuous acts of contact, meaning if I call you right now and give you unwanted contact, let's say 5-10 minutes later, I call you again, those 2 separate non-continuous acts. She never alleged one. She alleged what I had done to my ex-wife, which I was acquitted of that alleged crime, because the alleged victim said nothing happened, which it didn't happen. The state unlawfully and retaliatorily gave me those charges because of our history. Of them abused me down in Wayne County, the police beat me up, which I have all documented evidence. Make a long story short, it was issued December the 8th of 2000. I was working at a brewery park as a security guard. Pastor Ross at my mother's church helped me get a job. So I came home to take care of my wife, my daughter, and do the best that I could and change my life. We broke up, separated, me and my ex-wife, because of some infidelity. Because of her, I found out while I was locked up. She kept calling my job, harassing me on the work phone and everything. So the job called the police, alleging that, hey, someone just keep calling from this number. We would like to know who it is, file charges. So the job filed charges. They traced the number back to my ex-wife's phone. She was charged with the crime against me, which I refused to testify. I refused to do anything. So the charges was dropped. This same night when she was arrested, December the 8th of 2000, my ex-wife's sister called the police and stated, quote, "For unknown reasons, Cornell called me with calls that are disturbing, stating that I would deal with you," end of quote. And it was over the phone, December the 8th of 2000. December the 10th of 2000, she went and gave a like 5-page report stating, "Hey, Cornell done this to my family in the past, blah, 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 blah. My sister was arrested December the 8th, and he's calling, harassing me, and he's still calling, blah, blah, blah." So the police acted upon that, typed up a warrant stating that I threatened to harm this woman and her children, which the police statements didn't say anything about this or nothing. There was a detective named Joseph Turner from the 7th Precinct who fabricated facts and evidence to get a warrant. I was taken to court, charged with aggravated stalking under MCL 750.411I2A. I was taken to the 7th Precinct, taken to court, arraigned, charged, railroaded by Judge Michael Hathaway, which and an assistant prosecuting attorney named, I'm trying to think of her name, Molly Kettler, where they just brought all type of foul stuff up. A case that I beat concerning my wife, concerning alleged ear biting and whatever else, where I was acquitted by Judge Robeson because the medical evidence showed a laceration, which is a tear or a rip, not a bite mark. My ex-wife said this didn't happen, that her earrings was ripped by mistake. The officer in charge of this case lost his entire file. They didn't even come to court, the detective. Thomas Beadle told Judge Robeson, which I have all the transcripts, stating that the officer in charge lost his case. Judge Robeson said, oh my God, the defendant on this case may not be a good person, but we can't throw away the rules of evidence. Okay, to go ahead.
Why would they say you're not a good person?
Well, because the Wayne County sheriffs at the time were beating me up, jumping on me. I had sued and whatever else. So they tried to cover themselves like, hey, I was assaulting them, fighting them, and whatever else. I was a young kid at the time in my 20s. And these officers in the county are known for abusing prisoners, beating up prisoners, where it's been in the news for years. So he was going off of reports concerning what the jail was telling him about me. And they had me on maximum security at the time. I spent like maybe 2 years in the county fighting this case. I was railroaded, shown evidence from a case which I was acquitted of, which violates double jeopardy.
What was the case you was acquitted of?
Assault with intent to maim and robbery not armed. They tried to say I robbed my ex-wife and maimed her, which was completely false.
What is maim for those that don't know?
Maim's like where you take a knife, you disfigure somebody's physical flesh appearance. Or like, let's say you cut somebody's ear or bite someone or, something like that. And all the evidence was against the state. So when the judge allowed counsel to, I think it's viador, basically it's a Latin term which means question the witness or the witnesses. So when they question the witnesses, he's told the officer, don't tell us what they said, tell us what you observed. So the officer, was answering questions. So my attorney said, well, where's the police reports at? This when the prosecutor, Thomas Beadle, spoke up, said there's no support. The officer in charge of this case lost his entire file. How you lose a file? Because the evidence was against him. They tried to do a cover-up. So I ended up beating the case. I got out for 3.5 months. They set me up with this case. I have all the evidence to show and prove. A judge issues an order. I was railroaded, sent to prison, given a 15 to 25-year sentence. I never had a habitual offender. I was never convicted of a habitual offender. Unbeknownst to me, Judge Kirsten Frank Kelly was elected to the Court of Appeals, the same judge who issued this order against me in Wayne County 3rd Circuit Court. When I was sent to prison, I was given Valerie Newman, an attorney who worked for the State Appellate Defender's Office, who now works for Kim Worthy.
Caucasian lady?
Yes.
Kind of thick?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I know you're talking about, yeah.
Yeah. And she works for the Wrongful Convictions Unit, but her and Kim Worthy been committed a crime. Now they're trying to make themselves as champions of justice. like they're doing this and doing that. No, God is making that happen, but He's using them as a vessel to get these men and women out. So she was going in front of the court for oral argument. I had did a standard 11 brief. To those that don't know what a standard 11 brief is, like if an attorney files specific issues and she says, well, okay, I don't feel that can help, but the court rules allow you to file your own issues, I'll type them up, send them to the necessary parties, which she did in my case, challenging this judge. She went before the court for oral argument. Her obligation under Strickland versus Washington, the U.S. Supreme Court case dealing with ineffective assistance of counsel, as well as Murray versus Carrier, states that she has an obligation to effectively represent me. What she did at the time, she ignored Michigan Court Rule 2.003, where she had to let the judge know, hey, this appeal concerns you. You have to recuse yourself and get a new judge to sit in your seat. She refused to do that, but she let the appeal go through anyway. I have both court orders.
So basically, she heard her own case?
Yes. Yes, from when she was a lower court.
Wait, she heard her own case?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, continue. Go ahead. My bad. I just got caught up.
And it's all documented. So to make a long story short, when my attorney came to visit me, I said, well, Valerie Newman, I want you to challenge this judge's action. She said, I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to challenge the sentencing issue. So when she said, I'm going to challenge just only the sentencing issue, she said, well, do your own brief. I did my brief, outlining everything from A to Z, the law, which was in my favor, because the law states if you cannot allege two or more separate non-continuous acts of contact under Porbersky versus G, the Michigan Court of Appeals, you have to dismiss the case. The court doesn't have jurisdiction, which means legal authority. She told me when I responded to her, well, when I had wrote her a letter stating that, hey, this judge is the judge that I was challenging, why didn't you have her recuse herself? She said, well, okay, well, yeah, I made a mistake, but there's no way she could have persuaded two other judges. That's not how the law works. The whole panel was tainted because of this one judge's action. She's the bad seed. She was the person being challenged based on her actions when she was a county judge in Wayne County. So I just did my time. No one wanted to do anything. I was even denied a federal writ of habeas corpus because under federal habeas corpus rule 2E, it says that you have to challenge each judgment separately. So first I challenged the aggravated stalking judgment from the family division in the circuit court. Judge Gerald E. Rosen said, well, hey, since Mr. McCreary is not challenging his aggravated stalking conviction, I'm going to dismiss this with prejudice, meaning I can't bring it back up. Now, while this was pending, waiting to get this judge's opinion, I filed another Hague concerning my criminal conviction. And the judge, what is his name? Something, he was in, Paul, I think it was Paul V. Godola. He was in Flint in the district court, which is the Eastern District. He stated that Mr. McCreary is already challenging his writ of habeas corpus before Gerald E. Rosen, so therefore I'm going to dismiss his writ of habeas corpus as a second and or successive petition. So I was just denied writ by both judges. I even did a motion for relief from judgment outlining everything that I'm outlining to my this brother's viewers with the orders attached. They still denied me redress, justice. You know what I'm saying? At the time, while serving time, I lost my grandparents. I lost my mom. They wouldn't even let me go to the funeral. And like I have done YouTube videos before concerning this. And I even thumbed my nose at Kim Worthy and Valerie Newman, stating that if I'm lying on you, sue me for libel, slander, defamation of character. I've emailed them my videos outlining everything that I'm outlining right here, as well as paperwork, and I'm being denied justice. Since I've been home, I came home August 24th of 2016. August of this year would be 6 years, no trouble. I haven't caught any felonies, and I'm just struggling. I'm trying to make ends meet. It's been a mental challenge as well as a physical challenge, you know, from being in jail as well as being out here. I'm in right sound mind and everything, but, you know, sometimes it can be depressing. But I praise God, praise Allah, you know what I'm saying, and believe in the great Prophet Noble Drew Ali, you know what I'm saying, and his teachings to try to balance myself off. Like I said, I'm caught between higher and lower self. I'm not a perfect person. Nobody's perfect. but I'm caught in between good and evil. I'm trying to shun the evil and go toward greatness and better myself. During the time of my incarceration, I studied law, I studied history. I'm very versatile in knowledge, and I'm willing to help people. So I'm just trying to put public pressure on Kim Worthy and Valerie Newman to receive justice.